The Norwegian Jewel is the first stop on this shuttle bus. Here's my ship, the Norwegian Jewel. First stop. Okay, I just received my room key, so now we just have to wait for the boarding to start. Well, I'm about to board the ship. And I am crossing the gangplank, and by golly, I'm on the ship. Room 9627, and that's it. Let's see if this works. No, it's not working. Oh. There we go. Well, I'll be damned. I made it. I'll be damned. I made it. Well, this is a major punctuation point on this trip. Room looks fine, spanking clean. Nice shower. All right. Well, I need a coffee. Haven't had anything today. I need a coffee, and then I'm going to do some unpacking and wash some socks. All right. Now let me start my first meal of the day with some Indian food. Got my coffee and got my lunch. I'm ready to rock and roll. And there's the castle on Mount Juik, where I was yesterday. And let me get to my second plate for lunch here.
We are in charge of all the solo travelers who are cruising with us, which is all of you right here. Yes, now, I think there's like a bunch of you. I'm actually quite surprised. Usually on the ship, we are normally handling like maybe around 20, maximum 40 solo travelers. But right now, I'm so happy that, I'm so excited because, right now I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Well, at least meet somebody to go to.
Hello to the people back home.
Alright, and I'm super excited to share all the entertainment with you on board as well.
Whoa.
We didn't know what we were in for, man.
This is the Ohio contingent here, right?
Oh, good, yeah.
And Northern Ireland and Ohio. Hello. Okay. Today the ship is docked in Cadiz, and I'm going to explore this town in Andalusia, Spain. Cadiz has the distinction of being one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Western Europe and was founded by the Phoenicians in 1100 BC. The Cadiz Cathedral dates to the 18th century and was built with money that derived from the trade between Spain and the Americas, and it was called the Cathedral of the Americas, in fact. As a classical music enthusiast, I found it interesting that the composer Manuel de Falla was from Cadiz and is buried in the church's crypt. This is one of several medieval gates in the walls of the old city and once had a defensive function. Going down here. And there's the ship, the Norwegian jewel ship that I'm on.
A gente faz na hora.
Here's the City Hall. And this is the plaza of the main city or central city.
Es que la de aquí era la compañera de la de casa que el día
With its narrow streets and several plazas, the Old Town is one of the most densely populated urban areas in Europe.
Una bodega di Venecia. No, mira, en aquel Manolito de Málaga.
Cadiz is almost completely surrounded by water, and I found it to be a delightful blend of an old historic town, beaches, architecture, and parks. The population of Cadiz is about 110,000, and in fact, except for the central old town, it did not feel very crowded.
Should I be taking a dip here in the sea? I think would be very inconvenient for me. Amazing trees.
Faculty of Economics and Business. This urban park is surrounded by the walls of the old city and is close to the historical center of Cadiz. The gardens date to the late 18th century, but at the end of the 19th century it was transformed into this fascinating botanical showcase by a gardener named Genovese.
Hvala, super.
I believe these are coops for ducks. This 4-star hotel offers rooms starting at around $200 a night. It's about 2 miles from the city center, facing the beach. One of the nice experiences of cruising is after walking around the city of Cadiz and taking the bus tour, it's so nice to come back to the ship and enjoy all the comforts of the ship, including food. Okay, you guys are on camera.
Okay, Jan. Hi, I'm Leslie. Hello. Hi. Say shalom.
Well, it's my third full day on the Norwegian Jewel cruise ship, and doing pretty well. In fact, when in my normal life I might be a nobody, but when I'm on this ship I feel like a somebody, like a contender. I feel like I have class. All the food I can eat, great quality food, the surrounding decor, yeah, and all this just for the price of a one-way ticket to Miami from Barcelona.
For a couple of days, a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's a huge. Oh my God. Well, this is outside.
A day at sea is always relaxing for me, reading, eating, socializing, and gazing out on the watery part of the world. What?
You have to sign a no disclosure.
Oh, okay, well.
Here, wait, read it down. Is this going to be on YouTube?
I just got off the boat, and I'm at the town of Ponta Delgada in the Azores, and I'm going to walk around the town here before I presumably take a bus tour of the island. So I am going to look at the map and try to figure this place out. Ponta Delgada is the capital of the Azores archipelago of Portugal and has almost 70,000 inhabitants. The statue is a memorial to the Portuguese navigator Gonçalo Cabral, who lived in the 1400s. The three arches form the city gates, which date back to the 1700s. The whitewash, in contrast with the black, volcanic basalt stone, is a trademark of the Azores architecture. Beyond the gates is the city's main church, which was built in the 1500s, though the facade was renovated in the Baroque style in the 1700s. The church was originally built to honor the end of the plague. The entrance is impressive with its intricately carved details. And as you can see, the interior is also intricate in detail. This 17th century building is the city's town hall, and the stone tower dates to the 16th century, the Portuguese age of discoveries. Well, I'm taking a bus tour in the island of San Miguel in the Azores, and unfortunately it's so foggy out there that I see almost nothing. That bus tour was a waste of time. We were surrounded by fog and couldn't see anything other than the shrubs on the side of the street. Scrimshaw artwork was done by whalers, typically on the bones and teeth of sperm whales. And this building right here with the orange borders is or was a synagogue and now has a museum, which I'm going to see if I can go in. This building once held an active synagogue that was consecrated in 1836 by a group of Moroccan Jews who came to the Azores in 1821. The ancestors of these Jews had in fact fled from Spain to escape the Inquisition. This tall chair was used for the circumcision of babies, as were these instruments. By 1850, the number of Jews in this community was about 250, most of whom lived in Ponta Delgada. The community thrived for some generations, but by the 1940s it had so dwindled through emigration and conversion that the synagogue could not muster a minyan, which is the prayer requiring 10 Jewish men. The synagogue did hold services until the 1950s, when it was finally abandoned. Eventually it was restored as a museum, which opened here in 2015. The synagogue sanctuary is small and located on the upper level. It features the original wooden ark. When those curtains are open, they reveal the handwritten scrolls of the Torah. Services would be conducted and the Torah would be read on this elevated table and platform known as the bima. The original wooden benches still look beautiful. The rabbi also lived in this building The old bottles must have contained kosher wine for Passover. The last permanent rabbi, Samuel Albo, who died in 1917, had two daughters, Halia and Raquel, who lived here until their 90s. When I look at this picture, I feel like I'm looking at a distant ancestor.
And this is Leonard, who I just met at the synagogue, and he's a Jew from the Ukraine, although he's been living in Venice, Florida, for a few years, and he's also on the ship. So you always meet interesting people.
New York.
Huh?
30 years in New York.
30 years in New York.
Yeah, and then moved to Florida
And then
in 2021.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, it's time to head back to the ship. And
So you
there I'm going, and I'm getting hungry.
So it's back to my cabin to freshen up and get ready for dinner.
I'm very camera shy. Take a bite.
Try to get the food in here also. And this.
The rear deck of the ship was a nice place to relax and have an herbal tea.
Hello. Thanks for putting up with this. All right. Well, I've had my coffee sitting in the jacuzzi. I got a good night's rest. I feel clean. I took a hot shower on deck after the jacuzzi, and I'm going to change my clothes and go up to the buffet and have a nice breakfast. And it's only about 8:30 in the morning here, thanks to the clocks being set back. So I'm jamming on one. Okay.
No, from Hawaii.
Hello.
I don't watch out for this book.
I am somewhat obese. Really? Yes.
So every day I come up here and I do about a 30-minute dumbbell workout, and it really makes me feel good. So every time I have a workout and I'm feeling all pumped up and my blood is circulating, like now, I feel like I'm 65 years old again.
What? Really?
Okay, just bear with me.
So where you go this time?
Okay, there's our Middle Eastern.
Invisible lady.
There's our Middle.
In the Middle East. That's really a nice one. Hi, Arby.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look at her dancing, the secret.
Give me my queen wave.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.